Hey guys, so today is Wednesday and I kind of struggled with finding a topic. I had a list of topics written down that I wanted to discuss, and then it just was led a different way. So I think for many of us, and this is more so, well, no, this is actually applies to anybody who's a caregiver in any capacity. A lot of times we feel guilty for taking time out for ourselves. We are, for most of us, we have 1 to 6 roles. We're anywhere from a parent to a spouse to a caregiver to an employee to a coach to, we have so many different roles. And so when you have all these roles, where do you fit in? I hear so many people say, I want to do this. I want to work out, but I don't have time. I want to have dinner with my friends, but I don't have time. I want to take this vacation, but I don't have time. When is your time? It is imperative, in my experience, in order for you to be the very best you, you have to carve out a piece of time for you. And I can't tell you how important. And that time looks different for everyone. For me, my time used to be when I wasn't working from home pre-COVID, was that drive home from work. Sometimes I would talk on the phone to my oldest daughter, or if I was dating somebody, I would talk to them because that was a way of de-stressing and just getting it out my day. But sometimes I just needed to sit in my car, put my music on, and just tune out everything and de-stress and just be, sing, dance, or whatever, and just have that moment. Now that I am working from home, that looks a little different. So my time is my lunchtime. Lunchtime, like clockwork, 90% of the time, I work out because that's for me how I de-stress. Now, like I said, de-stressing or taking time out for yourself looks different for everyone. For some people, exercise is a chore. For me, it's not. So that's what that hour of my day is for me to specifically do that. Sometimes I have to go in my room and shut my door and pretend nothing else exists. And people will call that bad parenting. In order for you to be the best you that you can be, you have to. I cannot stress that. Take time out for you. So if that means shutting down for 30 minutes and saying, hey, babe, if your child is safe, can you do X, Y, and Z, why this, or read this book or whatever, so that you can get your mind right, so that you can give your full energy. Because nobody wants to irritated, tired you all the time. Because how productive, how fun is that? If I'm always snapping at her every time, then are we really having a good time? Is she really enjoying me? Is she really getting the best benefits of me? And that's in that aspect. Whether you're a caregiver, if you're taking care of your elderly parents, and yeah, you're doing it out of love, but if you'll never do this and this because you're so irritated because you don't have a moment because all you find yourself is doing is cooking, cleaning, driving. So it's imperative to carve out that time. And that time it's limitless. Whether it's 20 minutes, an hour, a day, the world is not going to stop. It's okay to do that. It's okay to delegate. In those instances where you can delegate things to people, utilize that. On those days, and I used to be really bad at this, on days where somebody did get my baby, I would, I need to clean the house, I need to do this, no, I need to take time out for me. So what does it look like now for me? And as she's gotten older, I can do a little bit, I can go out for an hour or two and do different things. But I remember back then, I felt like I had to wash the clothes, clean the house. No, I needed to call a friend. We go out, have a couple of drinks, or I needed to go out by myself, or whatever, or I needed to take a nap, or watch that series that I've been wanting to watch. So now my daughter's turning 11 next week, and she has a lot more independence, and I have a lot more time to myself. So I'm very thankful for that. But I know a lot of us don't have that ability because it's not. Fortunately, I don't have 1,000 roles. I am a mom. I work, and pretty much that's it. I'm not a caregiver to anybody else. But yeah, that in it, working within itself is stressful. If you work a 9 to 5 job, even if you have your own business, whatever it is, there is some amount of stress. Even a fun job comes with stress. So the bottom line is really taking time to carve out time for you so that you can be the best for those that you are providing for. And so you can fight illnesses. Stress is a killer. And let me tell you, I reflect back on the first year of COVID, and I was home from work. And I am a person who unfortunately always was sick, whether I was morbidly obese or whether I was at my goal weight. I just was always sick, whether it was sinus infections, earaches, migraines. I mean, you just name it, endless things. And I went to the doctors a couple weeks ago, and they was like, we haven't seen you in a year. And I was like, you know what? You haven't. And I really yes, I had some stress, but I really attributed some of it to environment. I was home, so I wasn't in an environment to get sick. Also, I wasn't as stressed out as I could have been on a daily basis from working. because work was a major stressor. And when you're stressed, your body is, you're breaking down. And so I'm relatively healthy, with an exception of I'm having a really major vitamin D deficiency that they're working on. But I just, guys, take care of you. You have to come first. I get it. You love your kids, you love your parents, you love your spouse, you love your whoever you're taking care of, or whatever, your home. You have to work these 80 hours because everybody is not fortunate enough to just put in 40 hours and leave. I get that. But out of your week, find at least 20 minutes a day, at least, at minimum, to do something nice for you, to be good to you. So thanks so much, guys, for taking the time to listen. I keep looking at the clock because I'm actually on my work break, so I have about 4 minutes left. Have an amazing day, and if you have any questions or any feedback or anything you want to hear, please let me know. Thanks.